Hey, good morning. It is Wednesday. Welcome back to the Den of Iniquity. That is Ken Shaving and BSing. And for those who've been with my channel for a while, you realize that, or you just flat out know, that I, besides liking black licorice, am a massive Aventus type fan. And damn it, I have a weak will, and Chris Benenati is a damn enabler. Because he messaged me a few days ago, or last week, and he said, Ken, you ever tried any wet shaving product, WSP? And I was like, no. Have you heard of Olympus? I was like, no. And he goes, oh, well, he says the magic words. It's a new release from them. It's Aventus, and it's supposed to be probably the best one out there. And I was like, damn it. So I pulled the trigger on the tallow soap, 4.7 ounces. It's in the smaller tin that actually PAA used to feature some time ago, years back. And the aftershave splash. Now I will say that just from smelling it once I received it, this is a damn good dupe. Really good dupe. So I think we may have something. It may, depending on the rest of the shave, come up in performance. Not so sure about the aftershave yet. It's got a nice restrictor to it. Bottle style like this. We'll see as the aftershave opens up. We'll see when the aftershave opens up. But the soap itself, really nice. It's tallow soap, like I said. So we're going to get in and get lathered up here. We're not going to do any prep today except for water. So we're going to use the RazoRock BC Silvertip synthetic, and I'll break out a single edge razor I haven't used in a while. This is the Colonial General with a Feather Professional blade in it that I used in the commissary a few days ago, but I've added the Rod George 5/8 inch fat boy handle, solid brass, heavy as the mother, heavier than the handle that comes with it, and this thing's heavy enough, but a little touch of panache to it. Beautiful handle, great weight. Razors just fall. This is a great razor anyway, but now it's gonna really the weight just gonna take it and fall. So let's wet the face. I'm back from the gym, out of the shower, cleaned out, hydrated, ready to go. Welcome to some new subscribers lately. Appreciate it a lot. And welcome to all my other viewers out there. You know who you are. So let's wet the brush here. Start lathering and get this brush good and load it like you hate it, as they say, as Stallion says, and people borrow. First time using this soap, so I'm going to make sure I get I need a little more water on the brush. There we go. Can't say I like the smaller tub. Great for travel, well, that's for sure, because it's taller than, it's not as, the diameter isn't as big to take up a lot of space in your DOP kit. And I don't care about metal versus plastic. I'm not that kind of guy. I just do like a larger tub in which to load the brush. So I will say it's a pretty mild scent. It's a really good cologne, I will say that. It's not really strong scent-wise. I would even put it in what I would category a mid-range. depending on your nose, I wouldn't push it past the 4. I say it's a 3 or so. There might be a, well, off the puck, smelling it close, it's going to be a little stronger. So I'd say it's pretty light. I mean, you can smell that it's a good Creed Aventus take for sure. Let's add some water. The BC Silvertip was my go-to brush for a while, and as 24 millimeters, I think this one still is my favorite. Mostly because I just like the look of the brush, but the fiber is really nice. It's soft without being too soft. Just got a great look, and price for performance is a really good one. I'm pleased with this lather. Okay. Yeah, not real strong. I'd say 2 to 3 lathered up. Get the blade warmed up here. I really liked how this Feather Professional worked on the Kamasori, so this is my only single edge I own otherwise. I just love the way it shaves in general. I didn't mean that to say because it is the general, but I just really like the weight. Just really as a razor, you can, I don't know how heavy the stainless steel one is, I'm sure it's close to, but you add this handle to it. Blade is feeling very comfortable. I had the original, I had an aluminum one that I sold. It was good, but when I got this one, I just fell in love with it and said, this will be my single edge razor. Artisan style blade. Because I have a gem and I have the Starling from Phoenix Shaving. Pretty usual first pass in general. Slickness is really good on the soap, the residual wise. I don't usually count that as a factor because I'm not, although if I do go over stuff, I don't really take too much. I'll take notice of it, but it's not a high factor for me in performance. Scent is very nice. Performance is good during the shave. Well, I slept better last night, that's for sure. So I was able to get up and get to the gym, and already feeling better than the last couple days. That's good. Sleep is always good to get. All right. Let's go into pass 2. One thing I do like about this artisan style blade is the coverage. You get a lot more coverage. There's also not a very thirsty soap, which is good. Looks like it could take water, but didn't take a lot to get a decent lather going. It is pretty slick. This is the first time I've used their products at all, so I'm not familiar with anything. So if anything prior to this Formula T, I am not familiar with, so you have to forgive me, but shave is going very well. A little weeper, usual spot. I'm starting to rush the shave a little, but I'm okay with that. Let me do a rinse off here. I think what I'm going to do is clean up the neck a little and check a spot or two around the goatee area. All right. Yeah, that's better. Now let's get that neck. All right. Then we're going to rinse off and we'll go to a post shave. So bear with us, kids. Neck check. Still don't like where it's at. Hang on. That's better. All right. Now we'll do that final rinse off here. Get some cold water going. I'm going to use the alum just for the weeper in this case. Treat this little bugger down here. Alright, looks like we're good there. Alright, a little witch hazel and we'll go right to the WSP aftershave. You know what? Finish the bottle. Dead bottle of Thayers. Let that work its magic. Alright, so let's rinse the brush here. So thoughts while we wrap up here on the WSP Olympus Formula T Tallow Shaving Soap. Definitely a good performer in terms of slickness. I could have worked it probably into a thicker lather, and I'm sure it would. So I would say it was definitely will work a good lather. It doesn't need a lot of water. We'll take some water for sure. Scent, not very strong off the puck, nor the nor once lathered. I'd say 3-4 off the puck, almost 2-3 when lathered, which is odd. But a beautiful dupe of the scent for sure. It's right up there with some of the best others that I've encountered. We'll find out more at the post shave throughout the day. I'm not gonna do much more than just use the aftershave so we get an idea of the scent. I get very pineapple off the top. Pineapple and woody. Almost like pineapple, and if you've accidentally like if you smell it through the skin, it's got that, since it's got that fibrous cover, gives you kind of woody. So I'm getting this one maybe more of a woodier take on the scent, but you get the pineapple, but I'm not getting a sweeter note. So it's a little darker take on the on Aventus. We'll see how it works in the dry down. But with that, that was it. It's really good performing soap in my opinion. So Formula T Olympus from Wet Shaving Products with the matching aftershave splash. Just to let you know, the ingredients pretty basic: alcohol, witch hazel, fragrance, glycerin, and allantoin. So it's kind of similar to like Sterling's aftershave model. And of course the tallow-based soap with stearic acid, water, tallow, coconut oil, potassium hydroxide, glycerin, shea butter, fragrance, and sodium hydroxide. Base feels good. I think the glycerin is working. Yeah, that's definitely a good performing aftershave. Yeah, not bad at all. And go back to the razor. The Colonial Razor General in brass with a Feather Professional blade on a Rod George 5/8 inch Fat Boy handle in brass, hand turn custom. Beautifully heavy. If you're looking for a heavy handle, look to Rod for one of these. Holy crap! It's a big beastie, and it's beautiful. So with that, thanks for watching as always. Appreciate you dropping in. Subscribers and non-subscribers, you know who you are. Take care, and I will see you in the next video, whatever that may be. We may have a revisit of some blades. We may be ordering something soon and extend that blade review series a couple more. But with that, I will see you next time. Stay safe, drive safe, don't drink and drive. Cheers. Too sweet to the good brothers and good sisters out there. And the rest of you, take care. Hope you're safe, and hope life treats you better than it's been treating you lately. Talk to you later, kids. Bye.